Yeah, in the wash.
In the wash, at Dog Wash Trailer.
In the wash.
In the wash, we'll see you later.
In the wash.
In the wash, let's share some news.
In the wash.
Your dog, your views.
So Emma, you're a canine behaviourist, is that right, or trainer?
Behaviourist technician, yeah. So 4 years at university.
Yep.
To learn behaviour. So it's slightly different to a trainer. We look at the kind of cause rather than just kind of treat the behaviour.
Yep.
But yeah, now I enjoy training classes and doing different bits.
And what's a typical sort of client? Is it like reactive behaviours?
So most of the time people will kind of get in contact because there's a problem, and that's when the behaviour comes in. So you're looking at helping with behaviours. But to be honest, as long as the life is fulfilled, a lot of the time you're looking at changing people's routines. Because training isn't really going to work on its own if the routine isn't there, if the dog's life isn't fulfilled. So if they've got working breeds and they're not really doing anything with the dog, then of course they're not going to just learn to walk to heel at all either.
You think that's part of the problem? A lot of people have dogs that don't suit their lifestyle.
Yeah, I think that's actually quite common because, really common with things like cockapoos and stuff like that, because they're sold as a first-time dog owner. Everybody thinks they're getting a cute little teddy bear, and what they've actually got is two working breeds mixed together, and they've got a nutty little anxious bull that doesn't do a lot. It's each dog needs a different lifestyle. You know, there are breed traits that have to be taken into account.
Is there a particular breed that comes with more frequent issues than another breed?
Cockapoo. Cockapoo.
Is that something to do with the breed, or is it something to do with the way they're being worked with?
A bit of both. I think there is breed traits that come in at the moment that I'm seeing more and more. So because they're quite an anxious dog, with anxiety come a whole load of different problems if it's not dealt with. So some can become aggressive with anxiety, some just won't walk. So I think that it's what I see a lot at the moment is cockapoos coming through with lots of different problems.
See,
You're a good boy though, aren't you?
I suppose it's a bit of a cliche, but like whenever I get asked to work with a lot of big dogs, because a lot of groomers won't wash the bigger dogs, or because they're not equipped, or often a lot of young smaller females, I think that's the other thing. Maybe people see me on social media with big dogs and they go, oh, I'll do a bully. So I always get people ring me or message me with almost apologetic. They're like, oh, I've got this big dog. They almost apologise about having a big dog, but I don't really have issues with the big dogs. It's more more hectic terrier types. Are you chatting as well? I haven't got a microphone for you, mate, I'm afraid. I haven't got a microphone for you, sorry. Yeah, I never get it. I mean, I understand like the logistics of a big dog causes their own problems, but I never really get many issues.
A lot of the time it's the gentle giants, aren't they, really? And it is kind of, that thing of I really walk across the street to pass a large dog. But it's all the same principles, and it's kind of, for me, just because it's a small dog, I mean, I've got chihuahuas on my books as well and things like that. Just because it's a small dog, it still shouldn't jump up, it still shouldn't kind of mouth you, it's still, anything that, thanks for that, mate, you're washing my face. Anything that you wouldn't allow a large dog to do, you shouldn't allow a small dog to do. And it's like today, it was great to see. So there was a puppy dachshund on the walk, and all these large dogs running around, and they left it to sort itself out in not pick it up, because actually picking it up and treating it like a baby can make them problems worse. So it was really nice to see that they kind of trusted the process and allowed it, didn't put it in danger obviously, but allowed it to kind of be a dog rather than a baby.
That's the thing, like I like people to have dogs and then be dogs. I understand some dogs are more domesticated than others, but I'm just old-fashioned. I like dogs to behave like dogs and get wet and get muddy and sometimes not be perfect, because they're supposed to not be perfect.
Oh, the cheekier the better, really.
That's kind of how I see it. I mean, I've got a Staffy, and the Staffy, like, he's very much like a toddler. Like they all are. He wants to bully for treats a lot, and he's a good boy, but he's always going to have that about him to be a little bit cheeky. Bit cheeky, yeah. I don't want to get it out of him, really.
Yeah, no, I don't. I completely agree with that. I think there's sometimes that training takes so much out of a dog that they become robots, and I don't like to see that. I like to see a personality. I like to see, you know, what the dogs want to do and what they enjoy. And if they become robots, it's like it's gone wrong somewhere.
What's your thoughts on the rise of dog fields? People having dog fields to
I think
exercise
there's a
in?
place for them, to be fair. There is a definite place, there's a definite market. And I think if you have got that anxious dog and people that have got kind of reactive dogs, there's definitely a place for the dogs to be able to go and feel safe and be let off.
Yeah.
And I think also for you know, some dog walkers that take multiple dogs, I think it's quite good that they know that no other dogs is going to come and interact with that group, and it's safe, and the dogs are safe and enclosed. So I think there is a place for it, but that shouldn't take away, you know, the need to train your dog to recall beautifully. A dog should always have a really good recall, so it can be a dog and be off lead.
Yeah, I haven't used them much before, but I've just started to make use of them. Is this any good for you, mate? Is this any good?
One?
I can't always. Yeah, so like chucked it away. Chucked it
Chucked it
out.
away, yeah.
They don't want the breath treats because they're kind of like too good for them. They're not. They're too healthy. They like the things that aren't healthy. I have some like sausage treats that they prefer, but they're good for their breath, like, you know. No, forget it.
No.
Forget it.
No, he says no thanks.
I don't want that. I'm going to try.
A bit of venison?
How is it with the blower? Is it okay with the blower? We'll give it a go.
Venison? He's like, no, I'm a bit stressy now.
A bit stressy. I'm sorry, mate. I'll be quick as I can. I'm sorry, mate. This way.
It's a different environment though, isn't it?
Yeah, like sometimes in here I find
Oh, take that one.
I get nervous dogs that prefer it because it's open plan.
Yeah.
That's quite good.
Boy.
Not that one on the other side.
Good boy.
But I sort of let them hear it first before I use it, if you like.
Good boy. Yeah, he's still taking them treats, so he's all right.
Well, with the blower, I don't always use it. I just sometimes because it lifts their coat and it sends oxidative tissue to the surface. Sometimes I try to put the blower under their fur for that reason.
And this one? He says, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy. He says, oh, mummy. Oh, mummy. Mummy. Oh, Daddy. 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 Yeah, he says, what's this about? Good lad. He says, oh, look, there's the camera. Good boy.
It's all right.
Good boy.
Right,
Steady.
Bertie, down.
Down, Bertie. Good boy.
Down.
Good boy. Good boy. Sorry, mate. So just put that down. There we go.
It's all down.
Yeah.
Good boy. Good boy.
Only have
That's all right. Yeah, the other thing that I've noticed with dog trainers is when I was younger, it wasn't really a thing. Like there wasn't many people that would have a dog trainer, and now I see like a lot of people wanting them.
I think I worry that it's not regulated. So obviously I've got my accreditation and I've got my university degree. I do worry that there's a lot of people popping up that aren't necessarily regulated and things like that. And don't get me wrong, I have a lot to learn still, and I love learning, and there's people with more experience in the industry, and I love going out with them, you know, and they don't necessarily have degrees, but they've worked with dogs all their lives, and there's something to learn from everybody. But I do worry, there seems to be a lot of people coming out, and adverse kind of equipment seems to be coming back and being trendy again, which is really worrying because we don't want to cause injury to dogs at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Part of me wonders if COVID had something to do with it as well.
Yeah, I think COVID got a big part to play with not socialising dogs correctly.
Hold on, Bertie,
Yeah,
good
I
boy.
think it had a really big part to play. You know, we weren't allowed to socialise, therefore dogs weren't allowed to socialise, and I think that kind of generation and that age of dogs, you see like that influx of puppies of that age now, which are about 4 or 5 years of age, that's where they are struggling.
Yeah, I think like I see a lot of people when I do visits to people's houses, sometimes they're not able to walk the dog as much anymore because their work-life balance has changed, or they're doing more than one job, or someone would have been at home before, they're not anymore.
Yeah,
That's
so the
happening quite a
separation
bit.
anxiety comes in, and yeah, it's really, really difficult as well then. But that's why I think dog walkers is a really big thing now, which again, when I was younger, it wasn't a thing. And I think if you've got a good dog walker that knows what they're doing and they've got all their insurances and their pet first aid and things like that, I think they're a real good asset to have. So you can still have a lovely work-life balance with your dog.
That's the thing. I'd like to see more dog walkers actually having like a trainer that they work with, so they can stay in touch with somebody if there's an issue. Because don't expect the walker to be like a trainer, but they should be able to enforce things that the trainer's trying to do. So I've seen that quite a lot. I think as a business model, people think I'll just get 6 dogs and take them out, and that's an issue.
It's scary, yeah. Just because you're insured to have 6 dogs, I don't think I'd feel comfortable walking 6 dogs.
Good boy, Bertie. Okay, Bertie? Good boy, yeah, we're done, mate, we're done.
Good boy.
You've had enough, Bertie.
He has. He definitely has.
Grab his leaf, please, mate.